Hello and welcome to this presentation on the paper entitled Virtually Hosted Hackathons for Design Research, Lessons Learned from the International Design Engineering or IDEA Challenge 2021. My name is Mark Goodsward, I'm from the University of Bristol, and I'm going to be taking you through this paper today on behalf of my co-authors listed below. The IDEA Challenge is a virtually hosted design hackathon which was inaugurated in 2021. And whilst hackathons have been around for around 20 years, these are an emerging area in design research. This is because they provide some unique opportunities for research in the design process. This includes that they cover early stages of design, there are significant time pressures in designing, and there are different and distinct levels of design expertise in different participants. Given this, the IDEA Challenge was devised to investigate the potential of such scenarios for capturing design research datasets, to understand the design activity within these virtually hosted hackathons, and also to foster community between design research groups. The IDEA 2021 challenge was to develop a low-cost vaccine storage unit that could facilitate vaccine distribution in hard-to-reach areas of Colombia. The hackathon itself ran for 4 days, and teams were required to generate a physical prototype that could be physically tested, validated, and then this would be combined with digital prototypes such as CAD models, which would constitute their final design submission. The designs themselves were evaluated by pitches to a panel of industrialists and academics, as well as the physical performance of their prototypes. The tool used to capture prototypes for the design study carried out was Protobooth, which is an online platform that captures the who, what, how, when and why of prototyping. And more details about Protobooth are included in a separate paper which will be presented by colleague Lorenzo Junta on Wednesday. The study and the hackathon itself were reviewed by undertaking surveys and workshops with participants to garner their feedback. In 4 days, the 4 teams, featuring 14 designers, generated a dataset with over 200 prototypes. These nodes were connected by almost 400 edges in terms of who made each prototype, and almost 1,000 edges in terms of which prototypes influenced each other. As real vaccines couldn't be used in the challenge, an egg was used as a proxy, and the types of prototypes that were captured by Protobooth during the IDEA challenge included physical prototypes, as well as CAD models and sketches. Evaluation videos were also captured to demonstrate prototype performance, and I can report that participants needed no encouragement to capture slow motion videos of drop tests, or to demonstrate novel features such as emergency aerosol cooling systems. Unfortunately, eggs were harmed in the making of these videos and many others captured by Protobooth. Protobooth captures projects, users, prototypes, and the respective influences and relationships. And this enables 3 main outputs. The first of these is a log of prototyping history, and this essentially enables the definition of why a product is the way it is, and importantly, why it is not another way. This information can then be synthesized into various network visualizations, and this is the topic of a separate paper which will be presented by colleague Lee Kent in Thursday's session D424, 2:30 p.m. Recommend going along if network visualizations are interesting to you. The data can also be used to provide analysis and insights into prototyping practices used in design hackathons, in particular with respect to how different methods and domains are used. And this figure here shows how Team D transitioned between physical and digital domains during the course of the hackathon. From the surveys and workshop hosted after the challenge, we can reflect on what went well and what could be improved on. Participants found the challenge appropriate and they liked the structure of the event. They also commented on liking the escape from the day-to-day and being able to work collaboratively with colleagues. A couple of quotes from respondents were that the topic was interesting and really fun to have a challenge where we had to apply things that we teach in research, and it was interesting to compare our skills with other labs from Europe. A few points were highlighted for how it could be improved. These included social events, which would enable more opportunities to interact with other teams, and perhaps future idea challenges having a more closed design task with prescriptive outputs. And we've since been able to take the comments and feedback from the first idea challenge into Idea 2022, which was hosted by NTNU in April, so a few weeks ago. The challenge for this one was the development of low-cost portable hydropower, and developments which were taken on board where additional teams took part. We also included the Great Ideas Exchange, where we paired up researchers with similar areas such that they could interact and discuss their areas of research. And we also included daily taskmaster challenges. The study used this time was twofold and used a new and improved proto booth to capture prototyping practice, and also used trackers to understand designers' use of makerspaces using spatial location. In terms of further work for the Idea Challenge, we'd like to continue to build Idea as a research platform that can also foster community within engineering design. We want to create an environment for PhD students or early career researchers to run or contribute to design studies. In doing this, we'd like to increase participating institutions, and as a question that I could pose to those of you here in this session, would you like to run Idea 2023 as a design study? If so, please get in touch. We would like to explore in the future also hosting the challenge in person to improve networking, and we still have further analysis to conduct on the datasets from Idea 2021 and 2022. The core focus of this is what is the purposes and affordances of different prototyping domains and media. So with that, I will close and say thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to any questions or comments in the forthcoming discussion session.